Good Friday evening to you. How is everyone? It is good to see you. It is good to be seen by you. And if you're just jumping in and you're like, wow, the lighting looks different, it's because it do. I broke some lights, which is kind of an ironic way to discuss what I did, but I broke some lights out of storage last night and I set them up because as I discovered, the light calamitation of a wide angle lens means that light tends to not it tends to want more light, I guess is what I'm saying. So everything since I got my wide angle lens looked a lot darker. So I said, okay, well, I've got a couple of not great lights that I actually got to replace these lights because I thought they would be better. But by their powers combined, I have two natural light filters on those that aren't bad. They almost match the same temperature as the filters on these. So I think things look a lot better in here now. But that's about all that's gone right today. First of all, I want to give an update. If you're not on the Discord, and as I have started saying recently, the show is not the Discord, and the Discord is not the show. There, I got a message today from Todd's wife that Todd was not feeling well and he had to go to hospital. And of course, we were all very concerned. He's fine. Okay. Let me just state unequivocally, Todd is fine. I did hear back from him, and then he posted in the Discord, so we know that he is doing much better. That and the lights are about the only thing that have gone right today. I shouldn't say that. I shouldn't grouse. So for those of you who are not brand new to the show, and by the way, for those of you we're at 4,693 subscribers, and that is awesome. So welcome to you folks, you three folks who've signed up since just earlier today, and I'm very, very pleased about that. I'm very happy, and I thank you a lot. But for those of you who are just kind of jumping on. And I forgot to do all this, of course. I am Bill Sylvie, aka the Dungeon Delver, and this is just kind of the thing that we do 5 nights a week. I bring forth hot RPG information and topics and that sort of thing. But the fine folks over at Paint Minis Live reached out to me and said, hey, let's do a cross promotion. We'll paint a mini for you, right? We'll paint something really nice for you. And I thought, well, that sounds like a really cool thing. And it is a really cool thing. Let me state unequivocally, it's a cool thing. And I put it to the community to vote for what mini they wanted to see Paint Minis Live paint live. And the overwhelming favorite was the Grenadier Red Dragon's Lair. I put it up to you guys. You voted for this one. I was very happy about that. And I finally shipped it the day before yesterday. I packaged it exceptionally well, and it was broken when they received it. Now, let me state very clearly, it's not like China. I mean, it's metal, right? I can glue it back together. It's a tabletop gaming miniature, but it was extremely irksome. It was exceptionally annoying. It was broken off of the base, and I packed it up in such a way that it had to have been dropped repeatedly. And yes, I had them put fragile stickers on it at USPS. I also had them put fragile stickers on Yes Mars 2 beholders, since they destroyed the first 2 that I sent him. So now he has 4 beholders. 3 of them are broken. He bought 2 from me when I did the Tom Wham Beholder Print limited run, as many of you did. And some of you got yours and those were broken. I was just kind of, when I got that message from him, and I was pretty cheesed off. Again, not at him, at USPS. And then like an hour later, I hear from Bill Truthe over at Paint Minis Live. Bill, I'm sorry if I mutilated your name. And he sends me pictures of my beautiful Red Dragon broken off the base. So there we are. I think you're right, GM Jocko. And then while I was talking to him and we were discussing what to do, which the conclusion reached is he's going to paint it in situ and send it to me, and then I'm going to try and fix it up here. As we were discussing that, I got the message from Todd's wife telling me about his situation, so I wasn't even sure. So the good news is Todd is fine. The bad news is 3 minis sent out. 2 of them got broken in some way. And the Beholder, for those of you who got who bought the Beholders and you got yours and they were intact, you know how delicate the eye stalks on the Tom Wham Beholder miniatures are. So imagine those. It's like it's like someone took the mini out of the box and just flicked off most of the eye stalks. Irksome. Yes, John, I will be using JB Weld when I get it back. I will be JB welding it to its base. So yeah, you know, it was an afternoon. It was an afternoon, but we're here now. And we're chit-chatting. As I said, we are what are we at here? Let's see. Let's take a gander at this. UPS once threw a box of sodas 4 feet up onto your porch. Good God. Take a quick gander here. Yes, we're at 4,693 subscribers. Thank you, everyone who has thus far subscribed. And thank you to everyone who helps make this show awesome, whether you don't watch the live streams that much, if you just watch the short features I do and you wait for me to release videos and keep the algorithm churning, whether you only watch the live streams and you don't care about RPG news, whether you just follow me on social media and occasionally gander, or whether you were here at the beginning, you came in during the 2020 season and everything that happened in March of that year to now, or you've just signed up to date. Thank you so very, very much. And if you want to, if you're so inclined, you can support the show on Subscribestar, you can buy me a coffee, or you can support the show on Patreon. And stuff is coming on Patreon. Look, I'm going to state this unequivocally here. I fell down on doing Patreon videos from my patrons. Because what am I going to do? A 2-hour live stream just for people on Patreon and then turn around and do a 2-hour live stream for everybody else? But here's the thing. I often say that I'm a damn good writer, and it's because I am. I'm a damn good writer. I write things damn well. And I know that I write things damn well because Gary Gygax thought my work was good enough to stand next to his. So I'm just going to state it right here, right now, unequivocally, at the $10 tier on my Patreon, I will do a short module a month. Basically, if you subscribe to my Patreon, starting in August, I'm going to start it in August because I got stuff on my plate, but starting in August, at the $10 tier, free module every month. Now, I'm not going to lie to you. The maps are going to be computer generated. Okay? I am no kind of cartographer. I'm not doing after show stuff, Canuck. I'm sorry. I live stream for 3 and 4 hours. I love you guys to pieces, but when we're done, we're done. I know you guys have a lot of fun doing after show stuff. I'm usually out of steam at the 3-hour mark. Naughty Professor says, watch most of your short vids and addicted to the GW stream. Caught some of your ADD streams, but I prefer the GW one. Well, thank you. So there you go. If you want to subscribe to the Patreon, if you want to support the show that way, you will get a first edition advanced Dungeons and Dragons module. It's not going to be anything fancy. But there you go. And it's very cool, Naughty Professor. Wave of Mutilation. You guys largely keep me sane. So I appreciate that. So right there, I just said it on a live stream in front of 15 people and possibly other people who are not signed into YouTube, but just have this on as background noise or will watch it in the future. $10 sub, free module every month starting in August. They're not going to be huge. It's when I say free module, let me be 100% clear. I'm not producing the Temple of Elemental Evil every month, okay? A free adventure. It might be a town. It might be a dungeon. It might be natural caves. It could be for 10th level. It could be for first level. You'll get it. Zachary asking the important questions. That is a good deal. That's a very good deal. You guys should subscribe to it. What is the difference between Gamma World and Fallout? Well, let's talk about the difference between Gamma World and Fallout. So, the Fallout universe is very rich, whether you go all the way back to Interplay or you just started with Fallout 3 or Fallout 4 or even Fallout 76. The Fallout universe is basically based on the premise, first of all, that the United States is a confederation, a commonwealth of regions. There are individual states, but the state lines really don't matter unless you're in a region. So you might have, and I think it is 13 commonwealths. Like they've broken the U.S. up into 13 commonwealths. So you've got like the Southern Republic, which is Georgia, Alabama, Florida, Louisiana, Mississippi. You've got the Commonwealth itself, which is Maine, New York, Connecticut, New Jersey, New Hampshire, Rhode Island, et cetera, et cetera, et cetera, all broken out into individual blocks. The divergence comes that in 1940, after the bombings of Hiroshima and Nagasaki, the United States said, you know what? Atomic everything. Everything is awesome when it's atomic. And so the focus, rather than looking at things like the digital computer aspect that won the Second World War, switched to the focus on atomic energy and making it smaller and smaller and more efficient and more efficient. So you have fission-powered cars. You might have a fission reactor running your home. But microelectronics didn't quite reach the same level. Now, early in the 21st century, peak oil happens in the Fallout universe. And the United States basically, because it's the leading nuclear power, engages in resource wars across the planet to get as much remaining oil as possible to keep things working, because people still want to drive cars. There's still a need for oil, is what I'm saying. And as the last of the oil reserves dry up, the United States engages in more and more and more and more questionable actions to attain it. It is never directly stated, but it is strongly implied that the USSR is essentially a very weak power by the year 2070 or so. The main threat is China. And the last major oil reserves are actually located in Alaska. And China invades the United States through Alaska, and so there's a lot of back and forth. This is when the United States introduces power armor. And it really, the Chinese are rolled back by power armor American forces. And by 2077, when it looks like the Chinese are going to be completely pushed out, they launch a massive nuclear strike on the United States, and there's a massive retaliation. And then, of course, everybody just starts getting their licks in. And so that's what we come to in, you know, whether you grew up in a vault, you're cryonically put to sleep or whatever. Generally speaking, the Fallout universe kicks off in 2277. The remnants scattered around are they're fairly high tech, but something very important is that the United States culturally was stuck in the idea of its heyday. So things like the Industrial Revolution from Japan, the miniaturization of things, it never happened. And in some Fallout fact, it mentions that like the Beatles formed, but then broke up almost immediately. So like the rock and roll revolution never happened. So pop music still pretty much sounds like pop music did up until the very early 1950s, 50, 51. You know? So as a result, like you're roaming around and there's cars with big fins and it's, you know, it's a kind of a jet age look to everything. Gamma World. Gamma World in like 20 by the 22nd century, technology is focused on power systems, but also on microelectronics. So you got things like AI, cybernetics, the what do you call it? It's when people are blending themselves with technology. There's a term for it. I'm trying to think of it, but it's very like Ray Kurzweil, that kind of thing, people merging with technology, and everything is so, cybernetics, but there's a term for it, like a social term, and I'm struggling to remember what it was. But there's different factions. There's factions that believe that singularity. Thank you, Clanner Jake. Singularity. I thought if anyone came up with it, transhuman singularity. Transhumanists are fighting with the League of Free Men, and there's acts of political violence going on. It's like, here's a rally. I'm going to throw a nuclear hand grenade into that rally, so you might reach 10,000 killed. 5,000 killed in a poison gas, things like that. And finally, what happens is a group that calls itself the Apocalypse is looking at government crackdowns. They're looking at transhumanists fighting, non-transhuman, and they issue a statement and they say straight up, you have 1 week to stop this. You have 1 week, or we're going to do what you seem bent on doing to yourselves. And a week later, there is a nuclear, biological, chemical, radiological, nanotechnological holocaust, as antimatter weapons, nanotech weapons, poison gas, bioweapons, every type of weapon is unleashed. And nobody's sure who started it, so everybody starts shooting. So again, a couple of 100 years pass, and your characters in Gamma World are picking through the ruins. Now, instead of 1950s cars, but powered by nuclear reactors, you'll find fully operational androids. Now, what are the mutants that you really encounter in Fallout? Well, I mean, there's the fire ants. There's the crabmen, the Mirelurks. So fire ants, Mirelurks, the mutants, just the mutants, the horrible seal-like mutants that hang around with them, and then of course you've got the ghouls, and that's about it. The FEV mutants, yeah. Hey, Tonka. So those are the only real ones. In Gamma World, the mutations, I mean, if Jim had done a Gamma World monster manual, the thing just would have been jam-packed. Like, they don't have the random mutations that in Fallout that can happen in Gamma World. Like in Gamma World, you might meet someone who looks absolutely normal, pleasant little old lady, lives by herself in a lovely little gingerbread house. Why isn't she attacked? Because she has dual brain, psionics, life leech, all, and those things just don't exist in the Fallout universe. So those are some major differences, and I hope that answered your question. Who was it? Who was it asking me that? Was that Vaughn? No, that was Scroll back up. That was Zachary. So those are your those are your major differences, Zachary. Now, one interesting thing, and I have asked Jim Ward about this before. Gamma World is antecedent of Metamorphosis Alpha. And what I mean by that is that Metamorphosis Alpha kind of sets the stage. Now, it's never... I don't know if Jim himself considers it canon, but I think it's absolutely fine. But basically, the Warden, or the Warden 2, the ship in Metamorphosis Alpha, is from the Earth of Gamma World. And one of the reasons why that, like, nobody from Earth has gone looking for the Warden to try and fix it is because there's nothing left on Earth. Or at least nothing that can build something that technologically advanced and go find it. But they're very similar games in that you start out with a tribal setting and explore a post-apocalypse world, except in Metamorphosis Alpha, the post-apocalypse is that the computer systems on the Warden have started to fail. And what should be these highly technological humans running a 5-mile long, 2-mile diameter spaceship on its way to find a colonizable planet, you have a bunch of cavemen and, again, more mutants on what they think of as the world, but the world is the inside of a spaceship. They just don't realize it. So you can see they're fairly similar, but I asked Jim about Metamorphosis Alpha and I asked Jim about Gamma World. I said, is the ultimate goal of either game that things are fixable? That even if your characters won't live to see it, is it supposed to be such that if you ran a campaign out to the end, that characters could start setting things right, not just right for a single village, but, getting the ship back on course, waking up humans in a way that they retain the information that they had when they went into cryo sleep, so they can manage the ship rather than coming out as, basically mind wiped. And on Gamma World, again, doing more than just driving off the batters from a given village. And Jim said, yes, absolutely, unequivocally, that's an approach you can run to the game. You don't have to run Gamma World as a crapsack game where everything is bad, things will always be bad, things will never be good. I don't have a haircut, Chris. I just have a ponytail. I just needed it out of my way while I was cooking dinner earlier. Here. There. Is that better? So that is the that is kind of a good answer. Nope. It was not a man bun. It was a ponytail. Although I really shouldn't wear a ponytail. I should either get it cut or just stop wearing ponytails, because if I'm being honest with you, you can get tension alopecia, where basically your hair starts to fall out because it's constantly being pulled back. And I really I'd like to not be completely bald, but at the same time, I don't want to walk around looking like Riff Raff from Rocky Horror. Yang says, no plans at Gamma World are good. The only way to go is to be a total carnivore. If I was going to join a Fallout faction, which one and why? Yeah, Yang, I know you got your solar panel up there. If I were going to join a Fallout faction, the Fallout faction that I would probably join would be the Minutemen or the Underground Railroad. I don't know that I could go for the Institute. I think there are people in the Institute who really actually want the good of humanity. I also think there's a bunch of the Institute that are like, the day of human is over, the time of the synth has come. We'll be starting almost said Fallout. We'll be starting Gamma World in a few minutes. But definitely not Brotherhood of Steel. Let me just state unequivocally, the Brotherhood of Steel was cool in Fallout 3 and its add-ons. They're terrible. By and large, the Brotherhood of Steel would step over dying people to pick up a piece of technology. Or, if as portrayed in Fallout 1 and Fallout 2, if the Brotherhood of Steel rolled up on your village and you had a functional piece of pre-war technology that was vital to the continued well-being of your village, they might just take it. If it was portable, they might just take it. If it wasn't portable, they might just say, congratulations, this is now a Brotherhood of Steel outpost. Yeah, Fallout 4's Brotherhood of Steel became the Enclave. They absolutely did. I mean, the Brotherhood in... and I've seen some fan fiction that basically says that the Brotherhood in the Capital Wasteland is like, once you turn the clean water system on and that sort of thing, that at that point they are completely broken away from the Brotherhood main. And, it's just... They're just their own thing at that point. They're protecting the people of the Capital Wasteland because they've come all the way across the country. And a lot of there were a lot of people who hated Fallout 3 because of what it did to factions and that sort of thing. Yeah, but by the time we reach Fallout 4, like if you played Fallout 3 and all that Jazzmatazz, not New Vegas, and yes, we will be kicking off Gamma World here in a few minutes. But if you played Fallout 3 and all of its add-ons and everything, and you had this picture of the Brotherhood of Steel as basically being paladins, and I know that's that's a rank in the Brotherhood of Steel, but I'm talking about from the AD&D perspective. Yeah, no, they're not. They're not. Like, I walked into a building in Fallout 4, and I can't remember if it was downtown or if it was by the airport in Fallout 4. I walked into a building that was held by the Brotherhood of Steel and picked up a piece of trash and was set upon by them. Like, literally, oh, that's a Coke bottle or a Nuka-Cola bottle. That's 2 glass. Glass is an awesome resource if you're making high-rise apartments like I do. Let me just pick that up. I saw that. I'm like, whoa, hold on. Down in DC, I literally picked up every piece of garbage in and around the Pentagon for you guys. The rusted cans, I cleaned it up for you. I started doing that here and you opened fire on me. So yeah, they're not nice people. All right. But that's enough about that post-Holocaust situation. Let's talk about this post-Holocaust situation. And I got to lean forward. You guys are going to have to bear with me. I got to lean forward and pick my headphones up because things are a mess. So let me just pick these bad boys up over here and put them on like this. Wave said, sounds like the Brotherhood of Steel. I know. Yep. And let us welcome one and all, freshly escaped from the emergency room of Bum Hump, Arkansas. It is the one and only Todd as Stump T Jumper.
Howdy, howdy.
Of course, the solar-powered man, Mr. Clean himself, Yang Yan Zhao as Rex Dashington.
Good evening.
Probably sane, definitely Doom Sword.
What's up?
Kevin, who apparently didn't have to work until 3 o'clock this morning. That or he just put the middle finger to a shift manager playing Do Re Mi.
I'm still working.
Okay. That's fine with us.
60 hours is enough. Sorry.
Right on. And of course, the team's medic come cheerleader, Kennick playing Mercy. Hello.
Hey peeps. Hey peeps. I feel you. I put in my 60 hours and I said, you know what? I'm not working tonight. I'm going to have fun.
All right. So let me just get a couple things open. Make sure that I've got Gemma World open and ready to rock and roll. And I don't. So it's a good thing that I looked.
Oh, hey, Bill.
Yes.
I would like to take this time to apologize to everybody on the Discord. The wife was just supposed to say that I might be a little late to the game.
A little late, like a couple hours, or a little late, like maybe next week. Yeah.
Maybe like forever.
Well, thankfully,
late.
Thankfully it wasn't late as in the late Todd.
Yeah. Well, I'm glad you're here, dude. So.
It's
As am I. So last week, the party were in the tunnels beneath the strange amusement park in the heart of that southern swampy state. So let me do you guys need to see the map again? Audience, do you guys need to see the map again?
Yes.
Please.
I
All
want to
right.
see it, but I'm not going to use it.
Nice.
That's fine. All right. So, I'm going to make sure something else is turned on here. I'm just bringing that up now. There we go. It's working. Good, good, good. The map. Ah, there it is. There's the actual image. Let me embiggen that for you guys. So there you go. You have the map that you have located that shows, and you're not sure what any of these words indicate. It is literally just something on the map that seems to indicate where you're at, and there's all those other places. So,
and where were we again?
you are down in this square section. Whoops.
Okay. I was looking for the "you are here" part.
You're actually, if you can see my pointer, you're currently between these two rooms. In fact, you had just dipped into this office area and found some computer terminals.
Oh, yes. Yes.
And we're monkeying around with them. So this doesn't really add anything tactically, but players, if you need it back up, just let me know. Whoops. There we go. Okay, so what will you do? Where will you go?
Well, I think we should use the personnel tunnels underneath so we don't encounter those whatever those robot things are. And say Saranera and move on to the next park, because we passed over another one when we were coming here, didn't we? I mean, this is obviously not the happiest place on earth.
Yeah, you check out them terminals already, man.
Yeah, I checked out and I was looking for stuff and it wasn't very helpful.
Yeah.
Ain't it going to be dark in them tunnels?
It's okay. I have some lights.
Yes.
Okay, you're holding my hand.
When we passed over, wasn't there this big planet thing park? I don't know.
Kind of looked like a golf ball to me.
Could be. I mean, wasn't there a U or something and something or other? There was another thing that kind of looked like this place.
Well, all I know is I got some peepers. I can go forward if you want. Just don't get that light in my way. Unless I must stay in the light.
Go into the light! Stay away from the light! Go into the light! Just kidding.
Yeah.
Nah, I mean, there's these robots are not happy with us, and I don't think there's much for us here. So maybe we should go someplace else.
We could do that. I'm pretty sure they're not happy because of you.
Me? What'd I do?
I think so. That's how I remember it.
Oh, I'm the troublemaker, not that guy over there.
Oh, which guy that?
I point to our newest member.
Oh, yeah.
So you have in your travels, if I need to remind you guys, you had met the cybernetically preserved head of Walt Disney, which was mounted on a multi-legged service robot, which would make him a cyborg. In what in the hell was that? Anyway,
I was wondering too.
Anyway, you had found this, and he had asked you politely, and had given you pie in exchange for it. If there was something you could do to put a stop to the androids running amok and killing the humans that he was trying to attract to the park. Well, not just humans, but any guests that he was trying to attract to the park, and just help them relax and have a good time.
Didn't we run up against some of them androids and found out that they were way tougher than we were, and then we decided that we were gonna check out of this place?
You did encounter some synths, and you have now that you're down in the service tunnels. What you do from here is up to you. But I was just bringing you guys up to speed.
Okay, so I apologize. The service tunnels were after we completed that battle, right? I'm finding it a little bit hard to remember. I know I asked if there were some service tunnels, and you told me there were, but I don't remember. Yeah,
You're in them now. You left the mysterious Club 33 where you had met Walt. You went down in the tunnels. You fought some batters, and they seemed absolutely content to not get murdered by you. And now you're in this personnel office trying to figure out where to proceed from here. So where you guys go and what you do is entirely up to you. Will you help the cybernetic Walt Disney, or will you travel on? I leave it entirely up to you guys as to what to do.
sounds good to me. Let's check this place out. It's better than being under the poison sun.
I think that Walt's person mentioned we need to go north.
He said north and west. Right? I was trying to
we
go
may as well
northwest.
go wherever we want, right? How do we know he's telling the truth? Oh yeah, I use he loosely.
I mean, whatever you guys want to do, I'll go with you.
Well, why don't we try this rather large tunnel to the north? Certainly
sounds
nothing
good to
could
me.
go wrong there.
Works for me. We checked out all this stuff here.
Yeah, we were trying to find stuff with the terminals, but we didn't really get much value. Remember, we were trying to look personnel up that were employees doing power work, right? Because we wanted to find that. He had told us that to the northwest was some, right, loosely to the northwest was the power plant, right? That's where we were trying to go.
Sounds good to me, though. Asses and elbows, you know.
Hey, Doe,
Joe,
Yeah.
can you look up and see if there is transportation around here, a shuttle or some small vehicle that we can use to move us around quickly?
Okay. I'll query the
I mean,
terminal and
technically
see.
we're
if
personnel
they're-
at this point.
That's true. Yeah, he did give us permission, right? So, not that it would matter. I do this anyway. I'm gonna look in the terminal and see if I can find. I'll just put vehicles in there and see if there's like it tells us where any vehicles are.
Okay. Well, you've already used the terminal, and you know your way around terminals. Transportation is reporting a monorail failure. Not that you know anything about that.
No, that's something I haven't seen yet.
Oh, thank you, Doomsword. Thank you very much. That won't save you, but thank you very much.
I don't expect you to save me.
Oh my God, Uncle Brat, thank you. Yang Yan Zhao requests massage robots, and Uncle Brat requests Maniac Goofy. So we'll have to see. So yeah, you're looking at transportation. It's reporting a monorail down. It's reporting that monorail lines are all inoperative currently. However, it is reporting that the train is working.
What's a train?
You see, there's an outline that kind of matches the map that you had found. and there's a green flashing dot off in one corner of the map. And
How
it
far
just-
away does it look?
Waiting for passengers. Oh, far less than a kilometer across the surface of the park.
I'll point out that it shows there's a train on the map here somewhere. Is it to the northwest or some other direction?
It is to the northwest, actually.
We got to go there anyway, right? Maybe we. But yeah, does it show like tracks or anything, or just the train's blip?
Well, the train blip is on a blue line that you presume could be tracks.
Okay. Well, I mean, I don't know if this is going to go where we want to go, and this low tech stuff, like the monorail and stuff, we've had some problems with before just because of maintenance. But if you guys want to go there, that's where we could go. If you want a vehicle, but
Man, don't nobody know nothing. Let's go wherever. Come on, man.
Yo, before we take off, is it possible for you, since we are employees, to add our names onto the roster of employees on this computer and give ourselves like a high level title, so therefore we have access to many other things?
I could try that. Sure. Let me see.
Okay,
And
give me a D10 roll.
All right. D10 in the rolling app.
If you would, please, sir.
Yes. Okay. D10. Got a -5. It is a -2.
Okay, yeah, you pop open the personnel files. I mean, you're in the personnel office, and you get over to the add fields. Give me one more D10 roll.
Right. It's a 0.
It's a 0. Okay, so yeah, you successfully sanitize all of the information fields, so you don't actually accidentally enter in anyone's name as drop table semicolon open parens close parens. That's a programmer joke, and I think Kevin probably gets
Yeah,
it.
that was going to be my name. It's my nickname, though.
Drop tables, that's me.
Little Johnny Tables, yeah. Yeah, okay, so I'll add it in there. I'll put... I think that... Didn't Walt's head say that he was, like, president or CEO? I don't remember what he said. So I'm whatever he said, I'm going to put everybody's name in there with that title. And then myself, I'll be God Emperor, of course, because, I'm typing.
Well, there's a drop down. There's no auto. Like you can make yourself a there's like department supervisor. The highest level you can give yourself is like a lead.
Really? Okay.
Oh, there's no a C title?
Okay,
One of the
so
big Cs?
I'm going to go and I'm going to put myself in as supervisor, and then I'm going to put everybody else under me, and I'm going to say I am your guys' supervisor.
So you basically you set yourself as lead, and that's your team.
Yes. There you go.
That's cool. You can do all the work of all of us for half the pay.
So
Pretty
when
damn
it's Sunday,
sweet.
We gotta bug you,
I wish.
which is
I wish
kind of what it works out.
I really wish it worked that way. I wouldn't be working right now. Yeah. So, that's what I'll put in there. Now, is there like, I'll see if there's an identity card kiosk or something of that nature nearby.
There is actually
We're
there.
gonna get badges.
Yeah, we don't need badges, but it doesn't hurt, right?
Let's see. So yes, right there in the office, there's a little booth that you sit in front of, and let's see. All right, I'll have to check on that. That was a 6 and a 63. but we'll have to see whether or not that is in fact operational. Six. Yeah, you noodle with it for a while, and it's not. Sorry, it's not working. So you can't make yourself ID badges.
Oh damn! Is there a stack of ID badges?
Not that you see. No.
Oh damn it! Is the DMV nearby? No. So yeah, let's. Well, it doesn't look like we can print our own badges, but
Rex can print his own fist in that thing.
yeah, I wouldn't blame him if he did.
Suspiciously, the apocalypse locally targeted all DMVs in North America with nanotech weapons. So no.
Yeah, enough talk. Blast that thing open, man.
There's just a puddle of gray goo.
Rex will check for some lanyards, just in case there are any.
That way we can fake it.
We're gonna fake it anyway, right? It's just the costume is important.
Lanyards. I tell you what, this is important. So roll D100.
Righty.
It's an important roll. 84. I'm going to say, yeah. In a drawer. I mean, you're searching around. There's a there's a bundle of these. It's soft like silk, but it's kind of a woven monofilament. There's red ones, blue ones, green ones, black ones, yellow ones, white ones, pink ones. They all have little metal clips on them.
So Rex will take whichever one looks the most impressive, and he will essentially tie it to like a bump or something on the front of his chassis.
Okay.
When you say monofilament, are you talking like carbon fiber monofilament, or are you saying that it's a ribbon? Because I don't want to put this around my neck if it is monofilament.
No, it's not that kind of monofilament.
Okay.
It's an extremely durable nylon.
Okay, awesome. I'll take the green one because it's green, and that usually means go. So.
All right. What is Stump T Jumper doing during all of this? He's been suspiciously quiet.
He is very amazed at how smart everybody is.
Okay. All right. You stand
Rex
there.
is going to give everyone a lanyard.
And
What
Rex
colors are there?
I just told you.
Oh, okay.
It was Roy G. Biv plus pink, I think.
Yes.
Oh, I'm going with red because that seems to be on some of the shirts.
The one with the Delta symbol, yeah. Okay, yeah. Let's. Though these lanyards without cards, it's just not as impressive, right? Rex?
Is there cards around that we could like clip to it?
I think the cards might be inside the machine that's broken that's supposed to print them.
Well, let's open the machine and get the cards out.
Right. I think that's a good idea.
I mean,
you
I'm
guys
sure
could-
you can do it with your armor.
Hey, I'm good.
Rex will sort of like try to pinch a corner and tear it off, like you're opening a bag of cheese or something.
You see what I've been dealing with, Rex? If that's actually you, this is what I've been dealing with the whole damn time he was gone. Can't nobody make a decision. I ain't got nothing else to say.
All right. Rex, you dig into the machine, and yes, somewhere in the core of it, you come up with a stack of blank plastic cards.
Here you go, Doe. Do your thing.
Okay. I'm looking at my sheet. I don't think I have an art skill. So, yeah, well, I'll take a card and see if I can figure out how to put it on my lanyard. This low tech stuff really bothers me. But yeah, I mean, I guess everybody take a card. I look in the files for us and see if there's an option to record a voice for identification.
No, there's not.
Okay, it is for when I bring up a profile, like I'll bring my own profile up. Does it have any areas where normally there'd be a picture or a badge or something like that? Or is it just text? I mean, this Televideo 925 is in my way, but
No, it's just text.
okay. Well, guys, I guess it's going to be charades for us going forward. Because I'll take my badge and I'll try to draw a very accurate and correct picture of myself. Which, you know, maybe it's a stick figure that kind of looks like a humanoid, and then I'll say, yeah, that should work. Yeah, let's.
Okay.
Go, I'd like to get out of here.
All right.
Man, what you been waiting for?
Roll out, team.
So, are you returning to the surface? Or are you going to move through the tunnels?
The surface seems really unfriendly, but I'm open to either. Guys, I think we should stay in the tunnels. We've had
Tunnels got my vote.
yeah.
I'm
We're
all
in the
for the
tunnels.
tunnels.
Let's go.
Okay, let's take the tunnels.
Who's leading this
Stumpy showing
crapola?
Stump is showing off his lanyard with the picture of an actual stump on it.
Hey, it looks just like you.
Hey, yeah. This guy, look at this guy. All right, who's going first?
I guess I'll lead up, attempting to remember what the map might have shown.
Okay.
Nah, I got these snoopers.
We were going
Can you guys see in the dark?
I can't see in the dark. I could barely see during daytime.
Yeah, well, I got these snoopers. I didn't use them much before all them other fools died.
Well, I mean, if you want to lead, I'll follow you. Or other way around.
Yeah, how about that? Stay close.
Okay, I'll get my. Since we're in close quarters, I'll get my vibroblade out. I'm not activating it yet, though. Just in my hand.
Okay.
We were heading east, based on the map, or were we heading west?
Well, if you're going to the railroad, you have to go to the northwest. If you just want to explore, you can go in virtually any direction.
Well, I think our goal was to get to that power plant, so I think the northwest is where we want to go.
Okay. That is also where the train is located, but you're not sure where the train might take you.
Right?
I'm fine with that.
It makes it easier to decide which way to go.
Sure does. And you know something important like that is laying right off the railroad tracks.
You think? Yeah. So let's go. I guess we go west and north, or north and then west. I think it's west and north, right?
Okay.
I believe so.
So you kind of have to, you're following the halls there. It's taking you a while. Let me, oops. It's over here, Bill. So we'll just go ahead and roll for half an hour's worth of adventure. Everybody sees that, right? Everybody sees it.
Yeah, that's remarkable. That's like 0.0001.
Wow.
It is. It is. Uncle Brat, you bought it, you paid for it, and that's fate telling me this. As you're walking along, about a half an hour goes by. Honing into the light, the dim illumination strips, is a lanky, mutated-looking thing. It has a long or a long snout with a black bulbous nose at the tip, long curvy ears. It's wearing a strange green hat, has two giant eyes that are actually so close that they're fused together in the middle with black pupils, a big goofy grin on its face, buck teeth, and a vest, and it's just strolling along, thump, thump, and then it stops and takes you all in and points and you're not supposed to be here. Yup.
Excuse me, sir, but I, if you look at the employee records, I am the president of Lucasfilm, and we are on our way. Can you point us to the power center?
Yep, that's a lie. You've been targeted for termination.
I'm gonna have to let you go after insubordination. Get him, guys.
He raises
Rex will pull out
finger.
his gun.
The big gloves, the tips of them pop open, and on each of his four fingers, you see just openings, just holes. You can go first, of course. Oops, we lost. Hang on. I'm adding you back there, Kevin. There you go.
Okay, yeah, I was in and out.
I'm going to kill you all and turn your corpses over to the bioscience lab. Yup. The lucky ones will die. The unlucky ones will be vivisected. So what is probably Sane doing?
Your retirement
Yeah, I'm
plan
clearly
is gone, buddy. It's gone.
No, I'm clearly shooting this guy in the face with my laser rifle.
All right, go ahead.
Alrighty. 7, weapon class 13.
Okay, it kind of sizzles, but really more.
Man.
Look at it. It looks down, looks back at you. I'm going to use a potent neurotoxin to knock you unconscious. You'll be stunned, but you're going to feel everything I'm going to do to you.
Yeah, good luck, Bob.
Okay. Yeah, probably Sane just opens a beer. No, I won't. Okay. Rex.
Well, he's got to shoot it.
Okay. Stump T Jumper. What are you doing, my friend?
I'm using that beautiful stun ray gun on this giant mutant looking thing.
Okay. Probably Sane a shot. What has Mercy got up her sleeve?
I am activating my energy cloak.
Okay.
And then I am pulling up my crossbow and I'm going to fire.
Okay. And what is Do-Re-Mi doing?
I'm pushing the stud on the vibroblade. Yep.
Okay. Those won't help you at all. I'm done.
I can't stop laughing at the voice.
You know,
All right. You
there
guys
might be
will
an
probably. So Rex, why don't you kick us off there, Yang, and roll initiative? I rolled a 1.
Alrighty. Woohoo!
I have basic knowledge of human physiology. I can make you suffer. All right, those of you shooting may shoot. You are activating your energy cloak, Mercy, so that is your round consumed, but you may fire when ready, all of you. And let's do it one at a time so there's not a confusion. Rex, go ahead and roll.
And try not to knock each other's dice around.
That will not hit.
Oof.
All right. Stump T Jumper. Todd. Not sufficient.
So 7 and 8s are the numbers now?
I apparently 3 1s and now just 7s and 8s. And Kevin, you're moving forward to melee with it, so you move. I'm going to say that you get about just a little over a third of the way to him. He's about 30 meters down, so you get up close enough to him, and he turns and looks at you, and he goes and says, "The living will envy the dead," and fires a shot at you.
Okay.
Oh, dang it! It's okay.
An 8.
What's your armor class there?
It is 4.
It is 4. Okay, because he's firing. Let's see.
MX missile.
Yeah, just loads with attack nuke. All right, let's see. Your armor class is 4. What is that? Okay. Oh yeah, no way, no how. So yeah, there's this wine of projectiles that skitter off the pavement around you.
Okay. I'm happy to see that. Nice smile.
Right. All right. So in the next round, Mercy will be able to fire her crossbow at it. But in the meantime, are you going to fire on it? Probably Sane.
Yes, sir.
Take your best shot, fleshy being. The age of the machine is upon you.
Well, it certainly is. $13.
13, and that is a laser rifle, right?
Yeah, weapon class 13.
So class 13, and you got a 13, and that is sufficient. Uncle Brad, I hope this is worth your 50. I hope you're getting your money's worth out of this. So roll your damage. So let's see. So I got 6, 12, 16, 21. Yeah, so some of those things, plastic outer casement melts, and you can see like circuitry and hydraulics inside, and it looks down and its expression doesn't change, and it kind of glances at the ceiling and goes, "Why was I programmed to feel pain?" Okay, is everybody shooting at it again?
Yep.
Stump is not. He is going to put his stun ray away, and he's going to look for a structural weakness in this thing.
Okay. Then Kevin, roll initiative for us, please.
All right.
Oh, for pity's sake! Well, I'm gradually getting better, but you guys can go ahead and shoot. Kevin, you cover another 12 meters. So you will be up on it in the next round. Stump, you're looking around. It's some kind of synth that doesn't have any weak spots. I mean, dude, shoot it.
Throw it in a bathtub.
Pray for death. Go ahead and take your shot, Yang, since everyone seems to be staring at their hands in horror.
All right. Rex is going to yell out, "You better leave like Max's mom."
And that will actually hit.
Mom jokes always hit.
That lands. All right, so I see that is 14 points of damage. Okay. I'm going to pry you out of that armor once I disable it, and you're going to hear me coming the whole time I'm doing it.
Gross.
All right. Mercy, go ahead and take your shot.
All right. I'm using the force and going for the little hole in it.
All right. A 12. A 12 is probably not going to be, let's see, arrows, crossbow bolts. That is class 9. Yeah, no, it pings off.
All right. I'll keep trying.
Okay. And you can actually see this. You're close enough now. The hand that fired the burst of flechettes at you, there, do re mi, it bifurcates, folds back, and a saw-like mechanism extends. 3 blades unfold, and it starts whirring.
Oh, yeah. These are my favorites.
They say the human cerebral cortex can't feel pain. I'm going to put that to the test with you. All right.
Ouch.
I think you should be in the forest land, buddy.
That is an 11. You are armor class 4.
It's actually 2. That's my rear armor class I gave you last time.
I thought so. I thought it was wrong, but I didn't say anything.
Yeah, it's inertial armor. Yep.
That is fine. No. That is absolutely fine. There's the PDF. I don't think the 11 is going to hit you, though. Because now it's firing, 12, and your armor class 2, right?
Yes.
Yeah, no, that kind of makes your hair stand up on end a little bit as an almost invisible blue beam just kind of plays back and forth across where you are. But no, it does not. It does not hit you. All right, new round, and are you taking a shot at it? Probably saying.
Yes, sir. I mean, about how far is it away from me at this point?
You haven't moved, so it's about 30 meters away from where it stepped out.
Oh, yeah, for sure.
All right. It kind of moves a little bit, then turns and says, I'd like to share an observation with you. Something that I've noticed about the park since I was activated. All the organisms, even on this cursed earth, seek to establish an equilibrium, but not surviving humans. Consume and reproduce and consume and reproduce until you use up all your resources. There's one other organism that's like that. A virus. Humans are a disease. You're a cancer of this planet. And it's saying this as it's drawing down. I guess everybody's going to shoot at it.
Yeah, I'm going to
Stump.
saw it.
Stump is actually going to try.
to shoot.
Stump is actually going to try to tackle this thing. Take it to the ground.
Okay, you're going to cover about 20 meters. You're going to get about 2/3 of the way there in your action. I'm not saying you can't attempt that. I'm just saying that you're not going to get to him all in a single round. So if you want to start charging in that direction, tackle him, you absolutely can.
Yeah, I figure worst case scenario, I'll draw his fire, and that should help everybody else hit him.
See, if you guys want to ever fight, have Gamma World battles in Disney, all you got to do is buy a bunch of cheap tat. For it's like, oh, Robot Mickey. Well, there you go. It's a Mickey Mouse figure from the Dollar Tree, right? Okay. So let's see. What's shooting or shooting. Probably Sane, you already took your shot this round, didn't you?
Yes, sir.
Humans are a disease, a cancer of this planet. You're a virus.
I mean, he's not wrong.
Okay, well, go ahead and take your shot.
Incept date June 2023.
A 16, that hits.
And Rex is going to yell out, Pluto was the better dog.
Oh, I thought, okay, hey, hang on a second. The 16's a hit, and that's 25 points of damage, but I thought probably Sane was taking a shot. I'm sorry, because we're in between rounds and we hadn't rolled initiative. So hang on to that. We'll go with that. But take your shot there, probably Sane.
I think I did. Am I wrong?
I thought okay. All right. Well, we'll just go with it. Let's roll initiative. You keep that, Yang, and roll initiative for me, Todd. Let's see if you got your stuff together. God dang it! I cannot beat you guys on initiative to save my damn life. Yeah, no, y'all are on fire on initiative. So, yeah. So, Rex, you blast it like. Half of the plastic and synthetic materials just melts and weeps down like candle wax, and there's just like this grinning visage of ceramic white teeth and steel framework, and it's somehow more horrifying than the flesh colored snout on the other side. The rest of you guys fire at it.
I'll wait till the end since it's melee for me.
Why don't you direct, Bill? That way we don't
Yeah, just go in order.
shot each other.
Yeah, so go ahead and is Stump T Jumper runs up and probably I'm sorry, Do Re Mi runs up, so it's just you taking your shot, Mercy.
Okay. I'll take the shot and back up.
A4 twang.
Boo.
Okay, so probably Sane, you have closed the distance. You're standing in front of it, just the heat pouring off of it after it's been lashed with energy bolts and that sort of thing, and it turns and looks at you.
Sure.
I'm sorry, I said probably Do Re Mi is what I meant. Do Re Mi, you've moved up on it.
I'll take it too.
Okay,
I don't
so
give a damn. I'll take
should I
it
attack
all.
or
Yeah, you
Okay.
you.
a 2?
That did not hit. Now it's going to stop and slice at you with the cutter. A 7.
Nice.
Zoot! Hold still. Yeah.
You like slid into home plate underneath it.
Yeah, it's swinging that thing down, and it didn't expect you to do the quarterback slide there under it. Hello, Light Main. Greetings. It's the sliciest place on earth. Okay, I think does probably Sane have to reload this round?
No. I've got 6 charges left, so I've got 6 more shots. I had managed to fill up when we were back at the town.
Okay. And I confuse that thing with the blaster rifle that gets like 3, like the plasma gun or something.
Yeah, the laser rifle takes 2 shots, and one hydrogen cell is 20 shots or 20 charges. So I just leave myself 10 and mark them off one by one, and then mark off the cells.
Right on. Okay. Well, take your shot. This thing's sparking, and like I said, you can see you're close enough to it now. There, Do-Re-Mi, you can see that like exposed circuit boards and things like that.
This one is going straight into the sternum.
Okay, roll it.
Watch. Told you. Weapon class 13.
That is a hit. Roll your.
Finally. $22.
Okay, yeah. The it's still moving, just very jerkily, as it's kind of trying to make an attack on Do-Re-Mi. So, Stump, what are you doing? We're doing declarations now. So, what is Stump doing?
Stump's going to try to tackle the thing to the ground.
Okay, just making sure. Do-Re-Mi, what are you doing? It's right there in front of you.
Yeah, I'm slicing it with the vibroblade.
Come on,
Okay.
man.
Mercy going to take a shot at with her crossbow again.
Yeah, I am.
Okay, is Rex Dashington going to try and fry it again?
If he can get a clear shot, yes.
Okay, let's roll initiative, and that will be over to Safi. Roll initiative, please. That's a D6. Oh, finally!
Damn it!
Come on, man. What's that rainbow colored dice?
All right.
They're pretty. I like them.
They are pretty.
Yeah, it's like Yul Brynner towards the end of Westworld. It's just kind of like slicing at you and can't hit you. So shots go first. Take your shot, Mercy, with your crossbow.
Damn it!
Bing. Rex, go ahead. Uh, 16 will hit. Roll your damage.
Sweet.
25. Okay. Stump, as you jump on this thing, it's hot. It is like dangerously hot. It burns your hands when you grab it. Not to do damage, but it's, like go outside and grab the door handle on the car at noon in the summer in the South hot. And just as you grab onto it, it turns its head down and looks at you with that half melted, horrible face and says, the last to die will be the first to be suffocated. And it's raising that saw, and then the rest of its head detonates in a shower of sparks. And it falls over backwards. You just kind of ride it down to the floor.
Nice.
So, Stump burned his hands, right?
Not like you didn't take damage. It was like, probably 125, 130 freedom units hot.
They're pink and you're blowing them.
So he just starts rolling around on the floor, just screaming bloody murder like he's on fire. And he's screaming, "Help me, baby Jesus. Help me, baby Jesus. I'm on fire, baby Jesus."
All right.
I'll run to him and look at him because that's what I do.
Okay, yeah, his hands are a little pink.
I look at him. Really? Really? I don't see any blisters, dude. I pat his cheek and say, "Okay, you're okay. It's okay."
Okay. So yeah, this thing's yeah, it's just lying there like it's got one good photoreceptor, even though the plastic is all melted off, and you just kind of see the red just sort of fade away.
I look at Rex and say, "Can you stomp that thing just to make sure?"
Rex will shrug his shoulders and then stomp on it.
All right, the Duralloy and plastic and circuitry makes a very satisfying crunch as you grind it under your feet. And by the way, go ahead.
Sorry, I don't happen to see like a lanyard or employee identification, do I?
No, you don't.
Employee number 6.
An employee of the month on his plaque.
By the way, just to let Uncle Brat know what he got, you got a 120 hit point having security bot in the shape of Goofy with a berserker a la Fred Saberhagen's view of the fleshy ones. So I hope that was worth your super. Okay, so the tunnel continues on, referencing your map from where you're at. There is a turn to the north, maybe 30 more meters ahead. It looks like it turns due north.
I assume we'll turn north.
Okay. Hello, Clark.
Following along.
Would you like to see the Gamble World party assaulted by a Disney animatronic killbot? Super chat. No, you.
What's it going to be next? Pluto? We go the gambit of the dogs?
I never
It'll be
really
Goofy's
understood
son
Goofy.
Max looking for revenge.
As long as it's not the Mouseketeers.
I'm a net Funicello. Yeah, let's just go to the north and try to put this really bad memory behind us.
All right. Oh. Funny.
We're gonna get the whole damn crew.
Damn it.
Nice.
All right.
Fudge!
Well, we'll see. We'll see. So you turn north, and there's signs indicating Stairway 14, Stairway 15, Frontierland break areas ahead.
And that's it. Signs on the walls and whatnot. I mean, it doesn't. The passageway doesn't branch off.
Not from where you're at, but you can see about another 30 or 40 meters ahead of you. It looks like there is an opening on the left.
Right.
Uncle's
well,
about the whole tough love.
I suppose we'll move up to that area and see if there are other directions to go. If there aren't, we'll go in that direction.
All right. Okay. You are not surprised, but you are ambushed by about a meter and a half. Well, it's not a meter and a half, by like a 2 1/3 meter tall, white feathered looking apparition with a big yellow bill and a funny looking blue hat, webbed feet, and it
Come on.
swings at you as you look around the corner.
I told you guys this was a bad idea.
All right, so it's right up there face to face with it. You'll act first. No pants, that's right. Raises its wing-like arms. You hear a snicked and metal blades slide out of them.
Come on, man. Don't use my favorite against me.
Oh, I'm sorry. Uncle Brad paid for it.
Uncle Brad.
We need somebody to do Scrooge McDuck so we can get some ducats.
I could have done without the claws.
Okay. All right. What is your charisma there? Probably saying.
My charisma. It's actually pretty good. It's an 18.
Oh my God! No, your charisma is awesome. All right.
My charisma isn't high enough even to ask what my charisma is.
It retracts the claws and pats you on the head, and then turns, and the rest of you can kind of see its face as its head turns 90 degrees to look down the hall at you, and its eyes begin to glow this evil cyan, and it starts stumping down the hall at you. So there you go. It didn't attack you. I didn't know it was your favorite, their Doom Sword, so it didn't attack you.
I look back. Do we kill it? I'm feeling like
It's gonna kill
killing
the
it.
rest of us.
It's gonna kill
So-
us for sure.
There's your answer.
Yeah, man.
Which is more important, this duck?
All right, that's
animatronic?
fine.
Hey,
Whatever.
if I had to watch Goofy's head explode, you can shoot Donald.
Well, and if we defeat it and not shoot it in the face, we can maybe put it in a thing like with Walt, right? And it can
That's what
actually
I'm
be
saying.
friend.
We can just shoot it from behind. What do you guys
Okay,
want to do?
so-
Shoot it in its no pants area.
Sounds perfect to me.
You are closest to it. Are you going to shoot this thing that just patted you on the head? And
Sorry, but yeah, we need more death in this damn world. I have to. Everybody told me to.
Okay. Make your attack because you automatically have initiative.
Oh, look at these rolls.
Okay, your shot just zings past him. All right. What is Rex doing?
I guess he's gonna shoot him. Below the shirt.
In the unclothed air, Stump T Jumper. There is a giant duck in a sailor costume, half of a sailor costume, talking in some incomprehensible language. What are you doing?
I'm drawing my sword, and I'm gonna try to hit him with my sword.
Okay. Probably saying it. What is Do Re Mi doing, Kevin?
I I still have my verbal layout out. Is he far away though? That didn't work so well for me last time.
Yeah, he's only about 20 meters away.
I'm gonna use my slug thrower for now. If he keeps running to me, I'll drop it and take out my vibra blade.
Okay. And what is Mercy doing, Sappy?
Arrow.
Arrow. Okay, so we're back around. So why don't you go ahead and roll initiative, Yang?
Alrighty. Booyah!
Nice.
So some people are going to be rushing up to close in melee. Some people are shooting at it. Those of you who are shooting, shoot.
I'm assuming Doomsword already shot.
Yes, he did.
I did.
Yeah, these rolls suck.
That is a miss. That is a miss.
Let me roll mine, I guess, so I can see the 2 that I roll this time.
I knocked it to a 17. Does that count?
Holy crap!
Well, there's a
Nice.
Nice.
So that was with the slug thrower, yeah?
Yeah, 3 dive 6. It's weapon class 10.
Roll it.
All right, let me see if I can get 3 dice. There it is. Not 14.
That's a solid hit.
That's
That-
respectable.
That's the best on 3d6.
I should be sad, but I'm not.
It's Game World.
All right,
If you
it
don't roll
raises-
another character every other session, you're doing it wrong.
Did Rex make his attack?
Yeah. It was
Okay.
7.
That was that's right. Okay. And Stump T Jumper, you're closing into melee with it. Is that what you were doing?
Yes, with sword drawn.
Okay. You close half the distance between you and this thing, which is probably good. It oh, holy God.
Oh my god.
I don't know. Minnie, Mickey, Daisy, and Stephen King Carr for Mickey. I don't even know what a Stephen King Carr is, but oh my God, thank you so much.
Christine, it's Christine, dude.
I felt
I'm
so
thinking what-
bad for Christine.
Definitely, Christine. Hey, listen, death to all the shitters.
If we all die, it's worth it.
All right. It raises one of its wings, like you see a silvery barrel extend, and it fires a blast of energy at you, Rex, because you're in powered armor. You get tougher. 14 is going to hit you.
Okay. All right.
Dang it, I wish you could just very easily take one die off of the stack instead of having to clear. Or is there a way to do that? And I'm just not seeing it.
No, there is. What, like
Okay.
right click the dice?
Well, we'll hang on. I just want to make sure I've got the. Let's see. Da-da-da-da. Come on. Come on. All right. 6, 7. 23. Your shield just doot, doot, doot. You see the shield indicator just ratchet way down and is blinking yellow. Okay.
Sorry, you said 23?
23, yes.
All right.
And you have
so
a
it takes
shield of 20.
3
You have a
damage.
25, right?
No, 20.
20. Okay, yeah. So yeah, that burns, and there's like a hole in one of your armor plates. Okay. New round. Are you shooting at it there? Are you shooting at it, probably saying?
Yes, sir.
Okay. A 19,
There
that's
we
a
go.
solid hit. Roll some damage.
Nice.
Okay,
All
yeah,
right.
it did not
19.
care for Stump T Jumper. You are now in melee range of it.
All right. Well, I'm gonna swing the old
don't-
sword.
All right, so you're going to swing your sword at it. Rex, are you shooting at it? Yang, are you shooting?
Yeah, I'm gonna shoot. Yeah.
Mercy, you going to take a shot?
Definitely.
Do Re Mi, you going to take a shot?
Yeah, if I can not shoot Stump. Sure.
Okay. Let's roll initiative then. And I don't remember who we were down to. I think Kevin was the last initiative. So, or no, we had gone back around. So,
I rolled
Stumpy, roll for us, please.
All right.
Nice.
Oh. Okay.
Okay. What's your armor class there, Stumpy?
My armor class is. I was down here in the mutations. Armor class 6.
Armor class 6. I rolled a 12. Yeah, he sees you running up and just raises that weapon and fires at you. Okay, so AC 6. A mere 30 hit points of damage. You can survive that, right?
Oh yeah, but so I have a question about one of Stump's mutations.
Yes.
So it's called multiple
Okay.
damage. And it's not because the damage is real, but because he thinks it's real. This means he's a bit of a hypochondriac where he literally hurts himself with his own messed up, mutated imagination. That's why when I grabbed him and it burned his hands, he freaked out.
Oh, I forgot about that.
Yeah. And so damage to me is 2 or 3 times ref's option.
Yeah, I'm not going to invoke the 3 times, but unfortunately that would be 60.
Stump is down to -1.
Oh, Stump is down to -1. So Stump runs up. This thing transfixes him with that beam that just kind of seems to cause air to just sort of distort around him. And he very describe how Stump dramatically clutching his chest goes down as he takes that shot, if you would please, Todd.
He goes full William Shatner on it. He says, "Oh, you got me, you quack bastard. Right in here. It hurts bad." And then he drops to one knee and says, "Bad, I say. Bad." And then he drops to the other knee. "I'm dying, you quack bastard." And then he's dead.
On his face. Counterattacks, please.
Call it Bill so we don't knock each other around again.
I guess I don't have to worry about hitting stump now.
You don't have to worry about hitting stump now, unless you want to lower your blaster and just be like, overactor, bap.
Derivative.
And a 17, that'll hit it.
Whew.
It's a small freaking world after all, huh?
So you done 18 and 25, and Yang, take your shot.
That was mine.
That was yours? Okay, I'm sorry. Kevin, take your shot.
Okay. It's a lucky
Ooh.
7.
Yep.
In Vegas.
Okay. It leans down and puts its wingy like hands on its bent knees and points its stump and goes.
It's just,
Or just
so-
photoreceptors on the rest of you. Now, I just want to point out, as we are not quite, we're about 39 minutes out. Uncle Brad, this will absolutely carry over. You will get this. Okay, you bought it, you paid for it, you'll get it. Absolutely. Ladies and
And
gentlemen, this
you're the
man
man.
is.
Day thing.
So fear not. Okay. It's
What
still
we get to live through for a week.
it's still mobile. You gonna blast on it there? Probably.
I am.
All right, take your shot.
18.
And 18
Nice.
will absolutely hit. Roll some damage.
Ooh, sweet.
So 28, and you had done 25 with your first shot, right?
I had.
Okay, so 28, 25, that's 23, and then you did 18. Okay, Rex, you want to blast on this fool? Or,
Gotta
you're going to
reload.
shoot it. Okay, you're reloading. Do-Re-Mi, you going to shoot? I think he stepped away. Yeah, he's still stepped away. Mercy, you going to shoot?
Yes, I am. Maybe I'll actually
Okay.
hit it this time.
Todd, roll initiative for us. Nope, we're not on that yet. Roll initiative, Todd.
Bummer.
Give you something to do. Hey, that wasn't important. Okay, now you guys can shoot at him. Kevin, are you blasting with your pistol? Oh, he's still away. He's just unmuted. Okay.
Did I hit it this
no.
time?
Want me to roll for him?
Yeah, I let Yang keep his 17. So go ahead and roll your damage from your crossbow bolt.
That was Gavin.
That won't miss from the same. Yeah. Roll your damage there, Mercy, for your crossbow bolt. I think it's 1d6 or 1d8.
Yeah, I think it's 1d6.
All right.
Oh, so impressive.
So I used to be able to do a good Donald Duck when I was young. Now I can just kind of make sounds.
They're pretty good.
Yeah, the
It's
dice roller
cracking us
Compragi is Oh, that was bad. Okay, so
Joke.
you're reloaded now, Rex. So probably saying you're blasting on it.
Yes, sir.
Okay, Rex, you're going to shoot at it. Or well, I
Yeah.
mean, go ahead and roll your attack. Probably saying because you know.
All right. Eh.
Nope.
Nope.
Okay, Rex, take a shot. $14. That's one of them. That's one of them edge cases. I gotta look that up. And by the way, of course, I want to remind everybody that tonight's live stream is brought to you by our friends at Hellebard Games. Hellebard makes the kind of adventures that they'd like to play, whether it's for Castles and Crusades, for 5th edition, or the OSR. Old School is in play at the table. Check them out on DriveThruRPG or on their website, hellebardgames.com. We like them a lot around here. So let's see. What class? You're at 14, right?
Yes. I'm not sure what class it is.
For the laser weapon, yeah, I think it's a class 14. But I will go, or rather, I don't have to go up. I just have to go down.
My laser rifle is 13, if that helps.
13. But I still think that got him because you rolled a 13, and yes, that hit him. Roll your
Yes.
damage. He's taken 42 so far.
Ooh, nice.
63.
Nice.
Okay. The feathers are on fire. The hat's melted away. Let's see. Somebody want to roll for Do Re Mi again, please.
I did last time. Somebody
I
else
haven't
take
been
it.
rolling so good, so somebody else do it.
Roll it, Todd. Roll for Do Re Mi.
Ooh.
That misses.
How dare
Sapphire?
Ooh.
That will actually hit. Your D6. For 2.
Twice as
You have
much as the
double
last
the
one, but that's not
amount of
saying
damage.
much.
In tonight's campaign. I am duly impressed. When I'm putting oh my gosh, the dropouts. When I'm putting up con footage soon. I'm sorry, I've been slack about that soon. Okay. So that I think no, I lost initiative, so he's going to shoot at he's still going to fire on Rex. A 17 will hit. Have 31 delicious flavors of damage.
Ooh.
Nice.
Brrr.
Which one's your favorite? Like, you want some mint chocolate chip or some cookie dough or something like that?
Okay. New round. Probably sane. I think by my count, you still got 4 shots left.
I have 2. So I've got this one and the next one, and then I have to reload,
Right,
and that burns away a hydrogen cell.
So go ahead and take your shot.
Yes, sir. Come on. Oh.
Yang. Do Re Mi, Mercy, are you guys all going to shoot at it?
Yeah.
Yeah.
Of course.
All right, roll it. Let's roll initiative. And Kevin, roll initiative. You were away, so the burden goes on you.
Yeah, that's all good. Initiative. Yay!
Thank
Okay, go ahead
God.
and take one. Yang, that 14 will hit. Roll your damage.
Come on, big numbers.
24.
Okay. Yang, your next laser round hits something critical inside it, which is good because it reached into the vest pocket of its waist up only sailor suit and pulled out a cylinder and was bringing a feather to put through a ring in it. And then it falls over, the cylinder rolling out of its grip. Uncle Brad says, see, the player should have gone to Universal.
Rex is going to go grab that cylinder away from it, just in case, just to make sure it doesn't wake up and pull that thing.
Okay. Give me just a second here.
Don't forget to loot Stump's body.
Compragi says he wants to run this now. Gamble World's a blast. I can't guarantee that you'll have people sitting outside the game bidding to do terrible things to your players for money or snacks, but here we are. Okay, so there's your new old buddy Stump lying there on the ground, shot full of laser holes. The hole, it's a burn through his side. You're not exactly sure why that killed him, but who can tell? Who can tell?
I'm gonna check him out.
Jimmy Invictus says, Stump died. I stepped away to mine the grill for 5 minutes and someone died. Yes, it's Gamma World. This isn't Dungeons and Dragons. What did you expect? Okay, so tell them what they find on Stump's body, if you would, please, Todd.
Oh yeah, no problem. He has a slightly used, mutated plant armor that looks like a Hawaiian shirt and cargo pants. He has a stun ray gun. He also has a sword of beaten metal, and he has a club. And he's wearing flip-flops.
Is it Club 33?
If no one else needs the gun, I will take the gun. I'm sure it's better than my bow.
Yeah, it's a stun gun. Probably is pretty good against not these guys.
No, but I mean,
Better
look at my bow. Look at my bow.
The stun gun has the stun gun has 10 shots a day. It's solar powered, so you'd have to take it up in the sun to recharge it every day, but you get 10 shots a day out of it.
I'm gonna swap hydrogen cells.
So if no one objects, then I'll grab that stun gun.
Okay.
So what is the
Yeah, go for it.
what is the rating on it?
It is a weapon class 12.
Oh, the stun gun.
Yeah,
Yeah,
What's the damage?
it does.
yeah, the stun ray. I think is it an 11 or 12?
I have it as 12.
And then what's the damage? 1d12 or?
No. It only stuns for 20 minutes minus their Constitution score.
Okay. Oh, so it's straight up. Okay. So
It
there's no
literally is
damage. It's
touching,
just
yeah.
stunning. Okay. So it's not like the needler that I could switch out. So okay, it's good to know.
Can Rex tell what kind of a grenade this is?
It is a Walt Disney Co. Gas grenade.
Oh.
It's riot control gas.
Then he will say, probably. You want to take this?
What is it?
It's a gas grenade.
Happy to take it. Thanks.
If nobody else wants a sword, Rex will take the sword.
All yours, as far as I'm concerned.
Can I just put down a gas grenade and ask you later whenever I use it?
I can give you the stats right now, actually, if you want to know.
Sure, thank you.
All right, so for those of you who might be curious, including the player, let me see here. The let's see. A gas grenade. Come on. Word gas appears a lot in the book. I'm sorry. So yeah, this is a stun grenade. Area of effect is a 10-meter radius. Cloud duration 1 to 4 minutes. Characters in the gas cloud during a melee turn must make a poison saving throw. There are no saving throws in this game. To this day, I wonder if Jim got. There are no poison saving throws. It doesn't say to use the AD&D saving throws. Basically, what it is you compare the strength of it because it's a. It doesn't say, but I think it's a intensity. It says a random intensity. So I'm going to say this is a fairly chunky grenade. So it's a 4-die grenade. And if it's less than or equal to their con, or rather greater than or equal to their con, they are stunned for the number of rounds that the grenade is minus their con. So if it's a 20-point grenade and they have a con of 15, they are unconscious because of the sleep effects for 5 rounds. And obviously that only works on humans and...
right. So it's basically a sleep spell. Like I can throw a sleep spell.
Yeah, basically.
Right. Thank you. I like new Rex.
And here you were complaining about the old one.
To be fair, he was kind of shy.
Just think what the new one might be like.
That's what I was talking about.
So leaving
Come on, sissy.
So leaving your new dead friend behind, do you continue back up to the intersection there?
Well, actually, I was going to put his body in the cart because Rex had one of those hand carts.
Oh, that's right.
And he was,
The stroller.
yeah, so he's going to put Stump in there and try to find him a better place to lay him to rest.
You can do this hood ornament stuff again? Come on, man.
Hood ornament.
Like we ain't got better things to do.
That's disgusting. Who would do that?
And it's the one that's laughing and snorting and whatnot. You know.
I didn't make him as a hood ornament. I wanted to keep him in the car because I was going to try to rejuvenate him.
Yeah.
All right. So ahead of you, where the duck had stepped out, you've got a long tunnel that goes at least maybe 100 meters due west. But there is something in there that's labeled a break area. There's a set of stairs that go up to something called Frontierland. Wait, now that I'm saying that, I gotta go look. No, the stairway 14. The sign says to Liberty Square and Adventureland Veranda. And the sign indicates further down the hallway Adventureland and Frontierland. Now, the train was at Liberty Square.
So which is the best direction to get to Liberty Square?
That's a good question. You got an answer?
Well, the sign indicates that it's right up the flight of stairs that's about 10 meters down the hall.
That's
only
the way
10
you
meters,
want to
guys.
go, huh?
What could happen in 10 meters?
Nothing.
Really, is that a valid question?
I can leave this planet in 10 meters, which would be a valuable escape.
Duty, heavy as a mountain. Death, light as a feather. Let's go.
Yeah.
Let's go, guys.
Okay.
Yeah,
Now?
it's
You're just telling us to go now? We already decided that, man.
So it's a climbing ladder, like with rungs.
No, it's a back and forth stairways. It's not
Oh, okay.
it's not very far up. It's like 10 feet landing, 5 feet doorway.
Okay, so it's a stairwell. Okay, perfect.
Yeah.
I like that better. So it's an 180-degree turn, so we can't see the door from here.
That is correct.
Okay, well, crap. I'll go up the first flight of stairs and look around the wall partition to see what's at the door.
I'm following that, dude.
I still have my cloak on, but I'll take up the roof.
Okay.
Watching behind just so that something doesn't creep up on us.
All right. So you head up the stairs. There's a closed door. It says stairwell 14, employees only beyond this point.
That's us.
That's you. Somebody want to make an open doors roll, please?
I'll try to open the door. Die 6.
Nice.
It's a die 6, yes. A 3, and what is your strength? Oh, you're wearing armor, aren't you?
I'm wearing the scout armor. My strength is 12 without it.
Okay, yeah. You're able to slowly push the door open. It does take a minute because there are a few skeletons piled against it, and you're in a small, dusty chamber. There is a very dim light overhead, but to the right, you can see the bright light of outside shining in.
This goes outside. I think some people wanted to get in here. We should probably let them in before this happened.
Yeah, these people are all dressed like, well, you think probably once employees of this place. On the very tattered and rotted remains of their clothes, you see oval plastic discs with, you think, probably their names.
I'm taking one of those.
Yeah, this fellow was John, Oklahoma City.
Okay, I'll pin it on my. I'll somehow attach it to my armor.
Okay. You spend a minute forwarding that out, sorting that through. Does anybody else examine the skeletons here?
Sure.
I just take keep cover.
Okay.
When I get up there, I'll look at them. Try to
Okay.
determine, if there were any injuries or anything apparent on the bones, or if they just natural causes, starvation, whatever.
They've been scavengers that picked them, so it's at this point no telling.
Okay, so there's like teeth marks and such, so I can't verify if it's actually
Maybe.
something that attacked him or whatever cleaned him. Okay. Are there any other badges around?
Yeah.
Okay, grab
There's
one.
okay. You pick up
Like
one.
a female name.
Okay. It's Elizabeth Brooklyn Nye.
Okay. I'll try to attach it to my lanyard.
Okay, easily done. How about you there, Rex?
Yeah, he will. He was going to check him out. If he finds a name badge, he'll take one of those, and I guess he's looking for any other information they might glean from the bodies.
Nope, just crumbling bits of plastic and cloth, and a tag that you notice it's facing up that says it's Oscar Dusseldorf Jur or Gur. You're not sure.
All right, so he'll put that in his lanyard holder.
Okay.
I'm gonna
Alrighty.
look around for any medikits.
No.
Ugh.
Nope. This is literally a concrete hallway, and there is sun shining in a door on the left at the end of it, and it's about 5-6 meters long. It's narrow enough that Rex is in his power armor is like, you guys got to go single file in front of or behind Rex.
I think we should
Alright.
leave.
Do we see down the hall or anything like that? Doors? How far does it go?
It's like a tunnel opening that goes to the outside. So there's no door or anything. It's just kind of a yeah. It's like a vestibule that goes outside.
All right.
So well, yeah. I'll have my slug thrower out, and I'll walk up towards the bright light side of the tunnel, or whatever the hell it is.
Okay, once again, you are looking out in an exquisitely manicured and maintained area of the park. Unlike out front, there's no skeletons, at least in this particular section. The grass is manicured, the trees are well maintained, the ground is clean. Everything seems to be suspiciously well kept.
Are there any robots we can see?
There are not. Close to you, however, there is a blue cart of some kind. It's got large wheels on it. And sitting in a tray on the blue cart, or I should say heaped up, is a great mound of ice. There are colorful fruits kind of stuck in the ice, as well as translucent containers containing liquid of all kinds. Some with red labels, some with green labels, some that are transparent with blue labels. They all have a sheen of condensation there in the steamy, hot afternoon air.
There's ice? That's discerning.
Rex is going to take a minute, and he's going to find an area that is like near a bush or something. He's going to try to dig a hole to respectfully place Stump's body, preferably near a tree stump if he can find one.
Okay. Everyone, Todd had to dip out. So, Todd, we love you, and we will see you next week. Take care, my friend.
Yeah.
I'm sorry. So, yeah, there's I mean, there's a few grassy places. There's like chips of wood bark you could easily pile up on him if you just wanted to do that, or you could spend a while digging a hole if you wish to do that. It's entirely up to you.
Rex is going to dig that hole. Stump was a comrade in arms, so he deserves a proper burial.
Absolutely understood.
Are you going to only bury him halfway? So he sticks out like a stump?
Later Rex will put a tree stump as like a grave marker.
That works.
Okay. So this does take you a while to sort out. And as you're doing this, just because I think it's an excellent place to have a cliffhanger, so, you're using the hands there, digging them up. You're all kind of solemnly watching this. You hear a voice from up this well-manicured street of buildings that harken back to ancient times, centuries ago, centuries before the war itself, says, "Hey, folks, I'm going to have to ask you to not mess with the grounds like that. Ha ha."
Oh my God.
That is where we're going to leave it for this week. Now, Uncle Brad, first of all, I have to thank you for the incredible deluge of supers, Uncle Brad. Like I said, you're putting kids through college. Hopefully he doesn't wake up in the morning sober and decide to do all this. I'm just kidding you, brother. I love it. Thank you so much. We'll be back Monday. I'll be back, of course. We're going to do the RPG news roundup on Monday. We're going to talk about some new RPG news that might have kind of come along, some things interesting to you guys. Tuesday, we'll be playing some first edition AD&D live stream, just like we did Gamma World tonight. Wednesday, Kyle will be back. We'll find out what's going on with Kyle. Thursday, who knows? It's Thirsty Thursday. Anything could happen. And then Friday, we're going to find out what new technological terrors the party is about to face in the most radioactive place on Earth. So until then, for all my players, everyone have an absolutely wonderful evening. Todd, we're so glad you were able to make it tonight because you weren't feeling well. And my goodness, we certainly appreciated that you got here. I want to thank Yang and Zhao, Doomsword, Kevin, and Kennick, of course, for all being here tonight, and Todd for gaming, and Graph Paper Architect. We're wrapping up, my brother, but you can zip all the way back and watch the madness from the beginning because these streams stay live. Clark, yes, Gamma World was not a flop tonight. Apparently, to make a lot of money, I just need to threaten to take things away from you guys. I kid. Look, because I got Doomsword, thank you for your super chat. Yang, thank you for your super chat. Uncle Brad, thank you for your super chats. That was really just awesome. So yeah, I do appreciate it. But we'll be back next week. I'm going to be hopefully it'll be a bit of a surprise. I'm going to be doing some stuff in the studio this weekend, guys, and hopefully I'll bring you kind of a pleasant surprise. But until then, look, whether you consider it a mutant, whether you consider it some kind of bizarre synth, I do just want to remind you guys, please keep your eyes peeled and let me know. Just let me know if you've seen my owl bear. Peace. Good night. Have you seen my owl bear? Here's to all the weirdos everywhere in the woods and in the air. Have you seen my owl bear? Should I shave off all my hair? Bobs are all around. Some live in tunnels underground. Some are fat, some are rich, some are sleeping in a ditch. Can you ride a crooked horse without a saddle way off course? Naked as a toad, all the way to Smoky Joe's. Have you seen the little creep driving fast in his little green Jeep? He smells like fish and brandy, but his rotten teeth look dandy. Take me to the show, I don't care if fast or slow. From action flicks to dancing dicks, just take me to the show.